Magic Deficiency Disorder. Lunatics who suffer from this madness have severe or, in extreme cases, complete loss of ability to cast magic spells. These individuals do not have any observable physical deformities that normally cause such disabilities to occur, e.g., arm fractures. People who are mentally disabled due to a physical injury must not be diagnosed with this madness, and should instead be referred to a physician who can fix the immediate cause of their disability through the use of healing magic. It is only when the loss of magic isn't accompanied by physical injuries that the disability is believed to be the product of a defective mind, and a diagnosis of magic deficiency disorder is appropriate. Immediate admission to a madhouse is advisable. The cause of this madness is unknown. No treatments have been shown to be effective. That's what the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Lunacy says about my condition. If there was any doubt about me having this madness, what happened today should put that to rest. Since I still can't use magic after Commander Wolf casts healing magic on me, proves that my defect is mental rather than physical. I wish he had cured my magic disability instead. Who cares about a little wound? But he can't cure my madness. Even the manual says that there are no effective treatments. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been subjected to all sorts of therapy and nothing's worked. At first they tried to teach me using the methods taught in schools with the occasional counseling and these tonic baths. Hydrotherapy, they called them, which felt weird at first, but were otherwise not too unpleasant. Though after a while, once it was evident that normal treatments weren't going to produce any results, they called an alienist who specialized in all kinds of therapies designed to cure difficult lunacies like dementia praecox. Magic deficiency, is it? Mumbled the alienist, a man even older than Mr. Sherwood, as he pored over a piece of paper, commenting how broken my mind must have been to suffer from such a terrible madness. He proceeded to give instructions to his two assistants, both young men, probably the alienist students, before telling me about something called the hypothermia therapy. I didn't really understand him, but he basically said that a lunatic's mind could sometimes be cured by lowering their body temperature to a near-death state. He said that this therapy would cure me for sure.
Isn't that kind of dangerous to do to a child?
What?
The near-death one. Like, it's like, oh, near-death. Isn't that dangerous to do to a child? Oh, this therapy will help you, but it'll get you to near-death. Not actual death, but near-death.
I know.
I'm just saying it's dangerous.
I know, it is. It's like, you should be okay. You're only one health point above actual death, but it's okay.
I know that doctor or alienist or whatever makes it sound like, oh, if I do this child will be fine. I'll try to avoid death as much as possible. Like in Hercules, when Meg is close to near death and the fates cut the string. It's like that. But the alienist didn't cut the string of fate for her to die.
Yeah, he was just running a knife over it. Don't worry, I won't cut the string.
I'll just avoid it. I'll avoid your death.
I'm just getting as close as possible to actually snapping. But don't worry, you won't die.
Yeah, be careful on who you take your kids to see.
Yep. The alienist told me to strip naked, which I reluctantly obliged, and had one of the assistants stand in front of me and extend his hand. Oh, ice magic, of course. The hand glowed for an instant before something obscured my vision and my whole body was assaulted by freezing cold. I couldn't move any of my limbs, not even a finger, because the block of ice had completely encased my body. Oh, it sounds awful.
I know.
They told me later that I was only frozen for a minute, but it felt like an eternity. I felt as if I had died. But she didn't die, mind you. Just got close to that.
Yeah, remember what the alienist said to children? She didn't die. It was almost death. Near death is what he called it.
I wonder if her eyes were closed or if she got frozen with her eyes open.
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that damage her eyes?
I think it'd be worse if her eyes were open when she's frozen.
I'm like, how'd she breathe in there?
Not to go off on a DuckTales tangent, but in an episode of DuckTales, the reboot, he was actually frozen in ice with his eyes open, glaring at the lady next to him. Because they were both frozen in a block of ice together.
Wow.
And like, that's just what it made me think of. Janis being frozen in ice. It's like, what if her eyes are open or closed? I think anyone would, I mean, would you prefer your eyes open or closed if you were frozen?
Closed. I wouldn't want
Me
my
too.
eyes to get stuck to the ice.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just be stuck staring at nothing. Like, what if I was frozen in a block of ice, but I was staring at, like, a wall or something? I think I'd rather have my eyes closed so I would think that I would be sleeping, even though technically I'd be frozen in a block of ice.
Yeah, I think that'd be awful to be with your eyes open, especially if you had bullies like those guys. I could see them coming in every day to poke on the glass and say stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like, tap on it, treat her like an animal.
Yeah.
She was only frozen for like 1 minute. What if the alienist or doctor was like, oh, freeze her for more than 1 minute, she'll be fine. So
It's completely okay, doctor's recommendations. But I'm wondering how she's breathing, if she has ice all over her body. That'd be funny if they just chiseled 2 nose holes.
unless the doctor's like, she'll be fine for a minute.
Oh, jeez. I hope she can hold her breath that long. Even after the ice melted, they watched me shiver on the floor, still unclothed, for who knows how long. And at the end of it, the hypothermia therapy failed to cure my madness. A week later, the alienist tried a different therapy. What, flaming therapy?
Oh gosh, that'd be worse than frozen therapy.
He explained that the mind could be cured by inducing a seizure, so he would force me to have one via a method he called electroshock therapy. Oh, God.
Oh, really? This doctor seems like a quack. Because he's like, oh, we're going to do this to a child, by the way, and oh, she'll be fine. Like he said, she'll be fine.
Yep. I want to see this doctor. I want to see his face.
I want to see him get thrown in jail. It's like, you're doing this all to one specific child. She's lucky she's not dead, otherwise that guy would be in jail right now.
I know, I hope Wolf catches him.
Yeah.
This time it was the other assistant's turn. Without any warning, he shot a lightning bolt. Wow, thanks for no warning. I remember my body jolting in intense pain, but it was very brief. The next thing I remember is waking up in my bed after sundown. That didn't cure my lunacy either. They experimented with a bunch of other therapies over the next few months, none of which helped me gain the ability to use magic. I hated those stupid sessions.
I'm surprised she's alive.
Me too. Mr. Sherwood did eventually forbid any therapeutic methods that could cause physical harm, favoring counseling sessions instead. Yeah?
So after like being frozen in ice and getting electrocuted, now Mr. Sherwood's like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Let's not do this anymore. It's like, Mr. Sherwood, where were you when she was frozen in a block of ice?
I know, where were you the whole
month? When she was electrocuted? So, I'm just saying, Mr. Sherwood, you may be the owner of this madhouse, but you're terrible at taking care of children. So, yeah.
Yeah, if this is happening to the kids, what's happening to the adults?
Adults, I know.
Unless they treat the kids worse than the adults. But then again, the kids get to run around freely.
Well, yeah. They do get to run around freely. It's like, what are they doing with the adults?
But it still sucks. I hate this madness. Why is everybody else able to use magic? Why am I the only one who can't? What is wrong with me? I hate magic. I hate not being able to use it. I hate getting beat up because of it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. This madhouse, this prison where I'm forced to spend my entire foolish life, this place that is supposed to cure me of my madness but doesn't. I hate it. Drake and the boys, those annoying brats who think they're so great just because they have magic, I hate them. Everything in this world just makes me angry. This world, this unfair world, just arbitrarily deciding that everyone except me would be able to use magic. I hate it. Hate it. Hate, 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 period.
That's a lot of hating for one child.
Yeah. Everything in this world just makes me angry. I wish it would all just disappear. Where is this apocalypse that the religious nut jobs have promised us for years? Don't go telling people about the end of the world if you can't deliver on that promise. Darn it. Why hasn't the world ended yet? Hurry up and end already. What's so great about magic anyway? Why am I considered less of a person just because I can't use it? Well, I do understand. I learned a long time ago, before I came to Eclipse, that without magic, I'm just a burden for everyone. In 3rd grade, I went on a school trip to the countryside. The teachers divided us into groups of 3 or 4, making sure that each group was diverse enough to have all 5 types of magic: fire, water, wind, earth, and healing magic. The idea was to have everyone work with their teammates to complete various tasks that required different combinations of magic. Its intent was to simulate how magicians work together in real life. It just so happened that I was the only one in my group to possess the courage magical trait, apparently the trait for fire magic. Needless to say, we failed to complete anything that required burning or heating stuff. At lunch, we had to cook our own meals. More accurately, the teachers gave us frozen blocks of food that we had to melt with fire. Oh, did they starve them?
What kind of school do they go to? Like, oh, we're gonna give you a box of ice as food. Try to melt it, children.
Melt it if you want to live and eat.
Yeah.
But we couldn't even do that. We had to wait until the food thawed, and then we had to eat it cold. Ugh, sounds awful.
It does sound awful.
Everyone had always ridiculed me for not being able to use magic, but after that school trip, they didn't just make fun of me. Everybody despised me. Nobody wanted anything to do with me inside or outside of the classroom. The madhouse provided an environment where people who couldn't use magic could live in any sort of comfort. The alienists and nurses are ready to assist me at any time. But outside these walls, everything depends on magic. Society expects you to be able to use magic. It's not their fault that they reject me. It's my own fault for not being able to use magic. It's my own bad luck to have been born without the ability to use magic. I should have never been born at all. Aww. But so what? Would my life be better if I could use magic? Would magic be able to make me happy? Probably not. It doesn't matter. I don't care about it anymore. I don't care about anything anymore. So what if I have to spend the rest of my life in a madhouse? Anywhere else would suck just as much. So what if Drake and his little gang beat me up every day? Someone will heal my injuries with magic and it'll be as if nothing ever happened. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care, 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 period. You got that? The world already hates me. Even if I suddenly woke up tomorrow and was able to use magic, the world would still hate me. Magic isn't going to change anything.
Oh wow, we're already on chapter 5.
Oh,
yay!
Quick. Chapter 5.
That was quick.
Magical scientist. Who's that?
Oh yeah, who is that? There's Candela, there's Janis, there's Blonde Lady. I guess that's one of their friends, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh. So, what did you say to him?
Nothing.
Huh? The child said he wanted a baby brother and you just ignored him?
The older girl quietly ponders Candela's question. I would have loved to answer his prayer, but I have not yet acquired that ability. Still haven't.